According to the National Coalition Against domestic violence is the willful intimidation, physical assault, battery, sexual assault, and/or other abusive behavior perpetrated by an intimate partner against another. Every 9 seconds in the United States, a woman is assaulted or beaten. Domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women, more than car accidents, muggings, and rapes combined. Nearly 1 in 5 teenage girls who have been in a relationship said a boyfriend threatened violence or self-harm if presented with a breakup. Every day in the U.S., more than 3 women are murdered by their husbands or boyfriends. Based on reports from 10 countries, between 55% and 95% of women who had been physically abused by their partners had never contacted non-governmental organizations, shelters, or the police for help. 1 in every 4 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime. And sadly, almost 4 months ago, I became 1 in 4 women. I broke up with my boyfriend of a long time, and in between him begging me to come back and me saying no, to keep a long story short, he punched me a few times and walked away. And though that was 4 months ago and he walked away, I live with the mental, physical, and emotional scars every day. And so with October being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, I just wanted to use this opportunity, use my voice to bring some awareness, even if it's just within the people that I know and see on a day-to-day basis, of which many don't know that I had such an experience. It happened to me one time. I thought it would never happen to me. And as women, we kind of think, oh, we hear about it and we feel sorry for a woman who's been beaten or hit or abused by their lover, their husband, their boyfriend, and we feel sorry and we say that could never happen to me, and if it did happen to me, I do this and I do that and I do this and I do that. But when that fist comes at you, you don't quite I know I could not rely on all of those what if situations that I had imagined in my head of what I do if I was ever presented with a man putting his hands on me. I share this video in hopes that if there's someone somewhere who is a woman or a man, because it does happen both ways these days, but who is a woman and you're living with a man or you're dating a man, you're married to a man and he's beating you, I just hope that this video will be that final boost to say, I'm going to get out of there, because you do not deserve it. You are not deserving of having a man hit you, abuse you. If you have kids, your kids will understand. Your kids do not deserve to be in a home where you're being beaten. And I honestly don't know how you function day to day being beaten day to day, because being punched in my head one time, well twice, but having one instance has messed me up every day since. And so I just hope and pray that you will get help. Call the police. Don't be afraid of the police. Go to a shelter. I know you may feel like you don't want to be in a shelter, but you do not want to keep being abused by this man either. And so If you need a source where to start, I would say go to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence website, and that is ncadv.org, and they have a wealth of information. They can connect you to who you need to be connected to. And if you call the police when this happens to you, there are options. And I know that the police and the system does not always work for you. I get it, because I was shocked to learn that I couldn't get a restraining order because I didn't have a history of being abused. So I understand that the system doesn't work for you all the time in every way, but just reach out, call somebody, tell them what's going on, because a lot of times we keep silent. And I say we because even though I only had this happen to me one time and I never saw my ex-boyfriend again, and I don't know that I ever will, or but even though this happened to me one time, I have shared it with a very few amount of people until today. And so I just wanted to do this video in hopes that if you are one of those 1 in 4 women like me, but you're still in a abusive relationship, that you will get out.